E-Butter go crazy.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on 8 quarterbacks that you should be drafting in your first 3 rounds. Now, listen, this don't have to be super flex. It sounds like a super flex video, don't it? Right? Drafting quarterbacks early in the first round. Yeah. So guys, today I'm trying to display to you that I believe that you should go get these 8 guys either in the first round, second round, third round. There's 9 ways to skin a cat. And I'm not telling you got to go get them in the first round, but I feel like you got to go get your quarterback or your quarterbacks in the first 3 rounds in this day and time for fantasy football. The scoring system is so crazy in most fantasy leagues, and also by just the quarterbacks, the numbers that they putting up, the way the offenses ran. Back in the day, it was the running backs. That's why everybody played in standard leagues. The running back was getting the ball 25 to 30 times every game. Now the quarterback is throwing the ball 25 to 30 times or more every single game. So, guys, that's why you need to go get your quarterback, the ones that's putting up these crazy points. You got to go get them early, because if you don't, you'll be behind the 8 ball trying to get guys like Matthew Stafford. Even Jared Goff having a great year, he wasn't great the whole year. So you don't want to have to try to find some type of pocket quarterback to try to make you win your fantasy leagues. You could do that. You could wait to the end and get the sloppy seconds of other guys and then still win your fantasy leagues because you had a strong team. Now, with quarterbacks scoring so much, they can win you the week. So, with no further ado, guys, let's begin. So, I want to give you these. So, before I start and give you my 8 quarterbacks, I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why I think you should be picking these quarterbacks in the first 3 rounds. So, let's start. The first reason, guys, is points in your league setup. If your quarterbacks can score 35, 40 points, if your position players are scoring 25 points and your quarterback can score 40 to 50, you need to draft a quarterback in the first 3 rounds. Because, guys, that's going to be almost every game that they're going to score that many points. If you watch guys like Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, it was easy for them to put up 35 points. And the rest of the quarterbacks, they had solid games with 2 TDs, was scoring like 22, 20, 19 points. And the other quarterbacks were just lapping on. The top quarterbacks were lapping those guys. So I believe that's the main reason why I'm trying to get you to pick up these quarterbacks first. That way you got the best of the best. Next is rushing ability. Now listen, I'm not trying to make this thing be about, you got to get a quarterback that can run. It's got to be a brother and all that. No, this is not what this video is about. Because I got Joe Burrows on this video. I just want you to know. You just have to be able to get outside the pocket and extend the play and slide for first downs. In my leagues, I give points for first downs, completions, all the above. So that's why I want a quarterback that's durability, not durability, but rushing ability. I love quarterbacks that's doing that because I feel like that's how big plays happen and that's how you keep the chains moving. It's hard to be a Tom Brady in this day and league. What's going on, Stacy? It's hard to be a quarterback in this day because of the way the pass rush is. The guys are fast. They coming for you. If you Tom Brady, you better be smart. You better know how to move in the pocket because you have to be athletic. And the last reason, guys, before I get to my 8 quarterbacks, is big plays. In my leagues, big plays get big points. So if a guy score a 50-yard touchdown, you're going to get like a 3-point bonus. Then you're going to get the bonus for the quarterback. It's just a lot of points that's coming to you from big plays. That's how I set up my leagues because it's just like in real life. If you get big plays, you don't have to have the value the other players have because you're scoring on like 60 and 50-yard touchdowns. So I believe that if you got a quarterback that can do that, like a Justin Fields who can run for 60 yards on one play or throw the ball for 60 yards on one play, this guy is going to be solid even though he's not completing a lot of passes every single time he drops back to throw. All right, so let's start. The first quarterback, guys, that I like, that I think you should be drafted in the first 3 rounds. And listen, this depends on what you want to do. If you want to go get a quarterback in the first round, I'm not going to kill you for it because I believe that you can still win this way. It doesn't have to be a super flex league. And it's Pat Mahomes. And the reason why I believe Pat Mahomes is a quarterback that you need to draft in the first 3 rounds and don't let your friend get him or your league buddy or whoever is because, guys, Andy Reid runs his offense through his quarterback, especially Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is getting shovel passes. This year, guys, he had like 7 shovel pass touchdowns. That's easy. Just flick it 1 yard in front of me and Travis Kelce get it for a touchdown. Or Kadarius Toney get it for a touchdown. Or Mecole Hardman get it for a touchdown. So, guys, when they get around the red zone, like in Tennessee, like the Tennessee Titans, they trying to get Derrick Henry to get that touchdown. Where in Kansas City, they want Pat Mahomes to throw for that touchdown. So, guys, this is a special circumstance that you go get Pat Mahomes and you almost kind of got like a Derrick Henry quarterback guy. he's going to be passed for 2 to 3 touchdowns every single game because the way this offense is set up with Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid. So, guys, I love drafting Pat Mahomes. Go get him. I'm not going to tell you, wait there and here and there. No, this is an elite guy. Now, listen, these guys are not ranked. I got these guys where take the guy that you want out of these guys. You know, if you want a guy, you want to put a guy over Pat Mahomes, that's fine. Pat Mahomes is not the best quarterback in the whole world. You don't have to win a fantasy championship with Pat Mahomes. You can do it many different ways, 9 different ways to skin a cat. All right, let's move on. The next quarterback that I think you should be able to draft in 2023 in the first 3 rounds is Deshaun Watson. Yes, guys, Deshaun Watson. And listen, I know he struggled last year, but he hasn't played in what, 2 years? So as I saw him play each game, he was getting better. He was moving out the pocket. He was running with his legs. He was pushing the ball downfield. This year it's going to even be more efficient. He just got to get back in rhythm and get his efficiency back. And that's what he's doing, guys. So I love Deshaun Watson. And then, you know, this team is going to be probably built the same way. They gave this guy $250 million, $40 million guaranteed. So when he get in the red zone, they just not going to give it to Nick Chubb to tell him to run in. If they was going to do that, then they could have kept Baker Mayfield. They could have kept another quarterback, right? They didn't have to go out and spend $240 million. So Deshaun Watson's going to get a lot of opportunities around the green zone, in the red zone, to score a lot of points. And this is how you win fantasy football. Guys, fantasy football isn't just a guy name. It's the guy that's getting the opportunities, and the coaches on the same page, and they want this guy to score 40 or 50 touchdowns, passing or rushing, right? So Deshaun Watson and Pat Mahomes are these type of quarterbacks. Go get these guys in your first 3 rounds in 2023. Moving on. The next guy is Justin Herbert. Yes, guys, Justin Herbert from the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, listen, Justin Herbert had a down year. Something has to change with the offensive coordinators. They have to use this man different. He has Keenan Allen. He got Mike Williams. He got other weapons. He got Austin Eckler. Yes, Austin Eckler. So he have many different weapons. They just got to find out how to accentuate this guy in the green zone. So I believe this guy, with his athletic ability, his stature, strong arm, will probably be getting used around the green zone and scoring a lot of touchdowns. So he had a down year, but I'm still just not telling me to fade this guy. I want to get a guy like this. I want to get a guy that has a lot of ability to get me a lot of points on an easy game. Like if they playing a weak team, can this guy score me 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 throwing, or vice versa? Yes, he can do this, guys. So Justin Herbert, with his talent and him being so young, go get this guy. This is one of my 8 quarterbacks that I feel like is going to be league-winning players. No longer do I think running backs are league-winning players. I think the quarterbacks are the league-winning players now. I said what I said. These are the guys that you just plug and play. You know how you used to take the top running back with the first pick, so you could just relax and plug that guy in? That's what quarterbacks are. So that's why I'm making this video. All right, let's move on, guys. We got 5 more guys to go. The next guy is Josh Allen. And I'm pretty sure everybody understands why Josh Allen is a quarterback that I feel that you should take in the first 3 rounds in your 2023 draft. Even a single quarterback, it doesn't have to be super flex. And the reason why, guys, Josh Allen does it all. He runs the ball in there. He throws the ball. I mean, whatever they need him to do, he does it. So this is a guy that's getting all the value, not the running backs. The running backs, they don't get that many carries. Josh Allen runs the ball more than his running backs. So that's why I want Josh Allen more than I would want James Cook or Devin Singletary, right? So go after Josh Allen, guys. He's going to have 30-plus touchdowns every year of his career. It's never going to be a year where Josh Allen has 28 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns and very efficient with like 2 picks. That's not Josh Allen. Josh Allen going to be 40 touchdowns, 10 rushing, 30 passing, right? That's what Josh Allen's numbers are going to be. So go pick him up. Moving on. The next quarterback that I think you should be drafting in 2023 is Jalen Hurts. Yes, guys, Jalen Hurts. And the reason why that I think Jalen Hurts should be a quarterback that you should be looking for to draft in your first 3 rounds in 2023 is, again, the value that he's getting in the green zone. Again, we used to target the Derrick Henrys, the CMC, the Jonathan Taylors. Those were the league-winning players, but they can't outscore quarterbacks. Now, if your league is set up where the running backs are outscoring the quarterbacks easily, the top quarterbacks, then this video is not for you. You don't have to set up that I am preaching to, right? What I'm preaching to is the leagues where your quarterbacks are scoring 40 points, 35 points, 4 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 2 passing, right? These are so in these type of leagues, you can't wait to get your quarterback no more. Kirk Cousins is not going to win your league anymore. Aaron Rodgers is not going to win your league. Kurt Warner is not going to win your league anymore. You got to have a quarterback that has durability. When I say durability, I mean like he can rush and he can throw the ball and he can stay healthy, right? So that's what I'm big into. So guys, Jalen Hurts is like almost a running back. He squats like 600 pounds. So how you get the running game going is with the quarterback. Now in the NFL, the numbers, the defensive guys are so good. These big defensive linemen are so fast and so strong. It's hard to get leverage on these guys to create running lanes. But when you have a quarterback, you got blockers. You got 10 on 10. 10 on 10. It's hard to get 10 on 10, right? Because usually you got a guy that's going to be open and the running back got to make a miss, right? It's going to be a guy that's coming free. But when the quarterback got the ball, it's probably a hat on hat, and he has a great he has great numbers. So that means he's going to have more running lanes to run through. That's what Jalen Hurts is. So that's why I'm taking Jalen Hurts. These rushing quarterbacks, guys, are kind of like cheat codes. Everybody has caught up with it. But to go to the next level is to draft these guys in the first 3 rounds. If you wait, now other people are stacking their team with these guys. I say go and get your quarterback, knock it out the way. And then go and get your other positions because there's a lot of other guys. It's a lot of running back fields that have 3 guys back there that you can draft, that you can win with. Look at Jerick McKinnon. You didn't have to go get Isaiah Pacheco in the first 3 rounds. You don't have to do that, but you need to go get Pat Mahomes, the most consistent guy on that team that's getting all the value. I'm gonna get to I'm gonna get to the chat with everybody. So I appreciate everybody being in here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. All right, moving on from Jalen Hurts. Like I said, guys, Jalen Hurts is a streamable. I think you got to have this guy. I think he's going to be a league-winning player. These quarterbacks that I'm talking about are the league-winning players. It's not the running backs and the wide receivers. It could be there like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. They can be league-winning. Cooper Kupp, they can be league-winning. Travis Kelce could be league-winning. But the running backs, they finagle too much. They're not league-winning to me. It's other guys that I can get that's going to come in like week 8, 9, and 10, and I can win a league with them. All right, moving on, Joe Burrow. Now, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you, Joe Burrow is an outlier in this list because he doesn't have the athletic ability that I would say Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, even Jalen Hurts. But he's good enough where he can do that. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Burrow had 60 and 70 yards rushing in a game because he can do that. He's just trying to make the big play. So I'm not being biased. Oh, you got to be a running quarterback like a black guy. No, this is not what this video is. I know a lot of times people feel like that African-American content creators want to tell people to draft athletic quarterbacks because I'm black. No, this is not. I don't care nothing about color when it comes to football. I don't care nothing about color in life, period, other than being equality, right? Being fair to people. That's the only time it matters. Joe Burrow is a beast. He's a monster. Now, was I on him like I was on some of these other guys? No. That's why today I'm going to champion him. Joe Burrow, I feel like, is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And the reason why I feel like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, I think you can throw him on any team, any offensive coordinator, and he's going to thrive. Guys like Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, maybe not Deshaun Watson because he's special like that too, but even Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, they need to have a great system. They need to have great teaching, right? Where Joe Burrow was like, what was the scheme? Okay, let's go. Like, I don't think Zach Taylor's not a great coach, offensive coordinator, if you ask me. Now, I'm not dismissing Zach Taylor. His team has been fine. They've been to the Super Bowl last year, and they on the way this year if they can win today. But what I'm saying is that Joe Burrow is basically can do everything on the floor, on anything on the field, right? So I love Joe Burrow. I think he's an outlier. You go get him because he's pushing the ball downfield unlike no other quarterback in the history of the game. Jamar Chase, he's looking for Jamar Chase every single play, and it's not scared to take a sack. So I think you should go with Joe Burrow and draft him in the first 3 rounds because this is a guy that can win you a week, go for 40 points, 50 points, 30 points, 40 points. So already, if your quarterback score 45, you already know you're probably going to lose unless you match that. Ain't no way in the world you're gonna have no Saquon Barkley and Alvin Kamara and Cooper Kupp gonna make up for that if that guy got a solid team and this quarterback goes for 45. So that's why I want you to be able to have a quarterback that can do that. And that's what Joe Burrow can do, especially if you have the right settings with your league set up, where if God complete a 40 or 50-yard pass, you get bonus for that. So, guys, I think you should bring that in your league because it matters. All right, we got two more guys, and I got a little bit long-winded on Joe Burrow, but I wanted just to explain what Joe Burrow is and why I got him on this list. Because I'm big on like quarterbacks that are mobile, but Joe Burrow is mobile in his own way. He's not mobile like a Lamar Jackson, but he's still mobile. He don't need to be Lamar Jackson. All right, moving on. The next guy is Lamar Jackson. Yes, guys. The reason why I'm on Lamar Jackson again, guys, he can give you 40, 50 points. This is not about how you want to see a quarterback look. I know a lot of you, and I don't want to get off topic with Lamar Jackson, but a lot of you don't know what Lamar Jackson is, and the game is changing. Let me give you a metaphor real quick. Guys, don't you know, okay, I'm going to start with Jackie Robinson. Don't you know when Jackie Robinson came in the Major League Baseball, that when he was stealing bases, people said, this ain't how you play baseball. This is some bush league. And I'm not even going to say what they said because they said a lot of racial stuff about his ability, what he was doing, stealing bases. They killed him. And they said, what is this? What is the game playing now, guys? If you fast, you get drafted high. If you can hit for base hits, you getting drafted high. But back then, they said it ain't baseball. So, guys, I just want to let you know, Lamar Jackson is ahead of his time. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback to ever play this game. Some people might have that opinion. I think he's really great. I just think y'all want him to sit in the pocket like Joe Burrow, and he's not that type of quarterback. You don't have to be that type of quarterback in this day, this time, guys. So I just wanted to let you know that you need this type of quarterback to win in this day and time, the way the offense is designed, where you can't really hit the quarterback a lot. Now, back in the day, when you could take the quarterback and drop him in the ground, no, you didn't want to run the quarterback because they were going to try to hurt this guy. And that's a guy that you need to be out there the whole time. You need his arm to be good. You need his mind to be good. Now, they can't drive quarterbacks in the ground. So, and another thing that I say, Lamar Jackson, even with Michael Jordan, guys, when he first came to the league, they called it ball hogging. But it was now look at the game. It's isolation ball. That's what Lamar is. The athletic quarterback that can run the ball. That's what people want on that team because it helps you when you have a lack of a wide receiver depth that Baltimore has had for 2 to 3 years. But Lamar's still been taking his team to the playoffs because the system. So, guys, this system is going to evolve. Look at Kyler Murray, the short quarterback that got drafted #1 overall. But again, it's different because he's athletic. So, I just want to let you know what Lamar is. You can't ask him to play like Joe Burrow or anybody or Joe Montana. He's his own quarterback. You got to be ready. The NFL is growing and going to a new era. So you got to let it adapt. You let the NBA adapt. Stephen Curry couldn't play back in the 90s. They would have took him out the game and said that was a bad shot. Now that's a great shot when he come across half court and pull it up. So the same thing with NFL. Lamar Jackson is taking off running. Don't call him, say he can't throw and he need to sit in the pocket. You sound like your grandfather that said he walked in the snow for 15 miles. Let the game adapt. Let the game grow, right? So Lamar Jackson, guys, is the guys that you need to have on your team because this guy can go and rush for 2 touchdowns, don't even throw for 1, and still give you 35 points, where any other quarterback do that, he's going to have like 10 points, 15 points. I think these athletic quarterbacks' floors are so great that you're going to be winning on almost every single time. All right, guys. So the last guy, then I'm going to get to the few questions that we got, and we're going to get out of here. So I appreciate everybody hitting the like button. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. This is cutting-edge content. Also, go sign up for the OnlyFans, guys. The link is in the description box. Okay, so the last quarterback is Justin Fields. Now, listen. This is why he's really kind of the main reason that I'm doing this video, but I've been on this for the last couple of years. But guys, Justin Fields' throwing ability might have been at the bottom 5 of quarterbacks in the NFL. Maybe he's not even a top 32 quarterback throwing the ball. Maybe this guy's on the bench that can throw the ball like Gardner Minshew better than Justin Fields. But can they score like Justin Fields? No, because the game is changing. Again, big-time plays. All Justin Fields got to do, run a 50-yard touchdown, throw a 60-yard touchdown, then he already at 20 points. Where other guys, they completed 20 out of 23 passes and got 1 touchdown and only got like 8 points. So that's why I want you to get these boom rushing quarterbacks that can run the ball when they can, even though they don't throw it like a Joe Burrow, but they still can run with their legs. These guys is more important than the guys that are very efficient with their arms. Like Aaron Rodgers, he can't hold Justin Fields' jock strap when it comes to fantasy football. So, guys, you got to get outside of what real football and fantasy football are similar, but it's not close. It's probably like a 30% difference of how the game is played. So in real football, is Justin Fields going to be a top 8 quarterback? No. But I think he can get there, but he's not in real football. But in fantasy football, guys, he could be top 3 because this guy running ability is so crazy. He can boom. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking for the boom in fantasy. You don't win fantasy by everybody giving you 15. You might have 15, 3, 4, 50. And that guy that gave you 50 can win you that week. That's why you want the boom. That's why I play for the boom. Now listen, do I go down with the boom? Yes, I go down with the boom sometimes. Sometimes Tyreek Hill don't give me what I need, right? And a Justin Fields. And so and then I don't have any other guys that can give me safe floors. That's fine. I'll lose that way. But I'm not going to lose while I had everybody score okay. But the guy on the next team that I'm playing, he had one guy go for 50 or 60 points, went crazy like a Joe Mixon or a Jamar Chase or a Justin Jefferson, and I lose. So you need to get the boom, and that's what Justin Fields provide, and his athletic ability getting out in space. It doesn't look efficient, but fantasy doesn't run off efficiency numbers. It runs off big plays and touchdowns. So you want guys that can score long touchdowns and get you big plays. All right. So let me talk to the chat. Stacy, she says, just checking in. Yes, sir. Thank you, Stacy. Always showing support to the channel. Thank you. All right, Johnny. So Johnny says, bruh, not doubting you, but wouldn't it be better to draft quarterbacks in the later rounds, especially in a 10-team league? I won both my work and family leagues and Hurts in both of them. So you're right. In a 10-team league, yes. I'm talking 12-team leagues, bro. So I'm glad you put that in there because they gave me a good gauge. Yes, in a 10-team league, you don't necessarily have to draft the quarterback early. But I'm saying in a 12-team league, I'm not drafting like a Jonathan Taylor over a top quarterback anymore. I'm not doing that, right? I did it in a few leagues last year, and I knew I didn't feel good about doing it. And it wasn't a great decision. So I believe if you go ahead and get your quarterback that's going to score a lot of points, that's just the same as drafting a great tight end or a great running back right there. But in a 10-team league, that strategy is completely different. Like that's different even for your tight end. Like in a 10-team league, you don't necessarily have to get Travis Kelce in the first round. But people are understanding now what he means in the first round in a 12-team league. He says, yeah, I won both my family leagues and had Hurts in both of them. Yes. So I just believe in a 12-team league, or you in a basketball league, you in a big money league, go ahead and don't get sloppy second position, guys. It's some positions that are great at sloppy seconds. Like running backs are great at sloppy seconds because those guys look at Breach Hall. I mean, he came in as a rookie, and look what he was doing before he got hurt. So I'm not going to get a running back early. But where I don't want sloppy seconds is the quarterback position. Outside of these 8 guys, which is Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Fields, guys, those other quarterbacks, their ceilings are so low, I don't think you can win a fantasy championship with them. How are you going to beat Justin Fields when he's looking to run a 70-yard touchdown? Almost led the league in rushing. And he's a quarterback, and he's still throwing the ball. How are you going to beat a team like that in a championship game or in the semifinals? You don't want to go against that. But if you got a quarterback already there that's going to match his quarterback or better than his quarterback, you can find other positions on the waiver wire to help match up. Look at Jerick McKinnon. He was a waiver wire guy in most leagues, but he ended up being a top 12 running back. Jonathan Taylor ended up getting hurt, right? How many quarterbacks actually got hurt? I think it was 2 quarterbacks that got hurt. They was all on the same team. That's San Francisco, Trey Lance and Jimmy. Other than that, didn't no quarterbacks go down. How many running backs went down? 12, 14. So I'm telling you to go get the most consistent position that gives the most numbers. I'm telling you to go get that early. That's my point. And Travis Looney, what's up, bro? He said, what's up, bro? Yes, sir. So, guys, before I get out of here, I'm going to tell y'all my top 8 quarterbacks again. It's Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Fields. Again, it's more than one way to skin a cat, but I believe if you have these quarterbacks on your team, you're gonna be in the fantasy football championship. They're gonna be scoring too good, and it's a lot of these guys. With running backs, you got to pick the right guy out of 12. Wide receiver, it might be a little bit more guys, but again, you're gonna have to pick the right 4 guys out of 12. With quarterbacks, it's 8 guys out of 12 that's going to give you a lot of numbers, right? So I'll say go get those guys. I'm not telling you have to get them in the first round or second round. It just depends on who you want. You got to know your league mates. But if you wait to the 6th, 7th, and 8th round, you better be very savvy and know the next Jalen Hurts is coming out every year, right? I drafted Justin Fields, but I didn't know he was going to boom. I just thought, I didn't think he was going to do what he did this year. Like, at the end when he was going for 80 yards rushing and 130 yards rushing, 150 yards rushing. I didn't know he was going to do that. I just knew he was athletic, right? And it happened to work out. This year, I'm not going to try to get cute and find the next Justin Fields in the 6th, 7th, 8th round because I did that in a couple leagues and I got beat because of my quarterback positions and all my other positions was elite. But I couldn't score enough points because everybody was outscoring me at the quarterback position. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all be safe. Peace.